Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today's session, Tuesday, 12 April 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, New York time. Less than 30 minutes for the market to open and getting ready for a new day. So 9 a.m. briefing starts from Monday to Friday. If you're not following, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Also give me, please give me a like to the content, and I would appreciate a lot. So looking for the market futures, we had a big bounce after the CPI numbers. We are watching right now NASDAQ futures that are up more than 1.8% this morning, SP 500 up more than 1%, and the Dow up more than 0.6%. So yeah, a big bounce from yesterday lows. And one of the things that I usually say, and I said yesterday, I said every single day, on the way you trim profits, okay? And yesterday 9 a.m. briefing, I said on the way down you should be trimming some of your gains after the market opened 25%. On the way down you should trim your shorts more, 25-40% of the position, adjust the stops to cap your gains, precisely because of this, okay? And people, I said yesterday, it was not time to add to the shorts, okay? So it was time to start taking some of the gains. And why is that, okay? We need to look, we cannot predict what the hell is going to happen to the right side, okay? What will be the next candle, what will be the next move, but we can look left. And if you look left on your daily chart on NASDAQ, you see that everything started last Tuesday, okay, on a reversal sell, and we had 1-2 days pullback. It paused day 3, and we had today once again this week 1-2 days pullback, and we bounce on day 3. So we are pulling back 1 to 2 to 3 days and we bounce, okay, 1, 2, 3 days and we bounce, 1, 2, 3 days, day 3 we bounce, 1, 2, day 3 we bounce. So history repeats itself, okay? When things start getting a little bit oversold, we have dead cat bounce, oversold bounce. The big question is the low in? No one has a fucking clue. Sorry about that, but no one has a clue what the hell is going to happen next. What we know that we had a nice, from last week, we had a nice lower high. From lower highs, we had lower lows, okay? And we are making lower highs, lower lows. We are also below the 8 and 21 day moving average. So one thing is for sure, while we are below the 8 and 21 day moving average, while we are down here, okay, we can have an oversold bounce, but if it stalls here, it should roll over. And from there, we will evaluate. Why? Because some things can happen, okay? We printed a low. For a bull case scenario, we need to start making higher highs, higher lows. So this is day 1 on the bounce. The size of the bounce will give clues on what's next. So one of the possible scenarios that we print a low, we bounce, and if we stall here and if we reverse, if we print a higher low, we need to go above the 8 and 21 day moving average for a reversal buy and to swing long for higher highs. But we still did not see that. So now what? This is the move that I was expecting yesterday. Yesterday I played with some calls. One of that was Tesla was looking for a move above 1K. It did not work. I locked some gains. The other part of the trade was stopped. But seeing this morning that Tesla is above 1K. So yeah, it's going as planned. So the first thing that I'll be looking is for some of the names to fill yesterday gaps. So what are the names? One of the names is Apple. Apple, it's right now at 168, as you see on the level 2. It's at 168.6. What we need to hold 168 and to fill the gap at 169.2. It keeps the bear case intact while below the 8 and 21 day moving average. So when I'll be extremely bullish on Apple, I'll be extremely bullish on Apple if it goes and stays above 171.3. That's above the 8 and 21 day moving average, and from there it can fill the gap at 1744. Is it that going to happen? No clue, okay? Once again, we need to, today is day one on the bounce, the size of the bounce. It's not one day that makes the trend, okay? We need more than one day. We are coming from lower highs, lower lows, and we are printing an oversold bounce. We need continuation, either for downside, we need below yesterday lows for downside, or for the upside, we need above Friday highs, so last Friday highs. So are we able to go back above last Friday highs? If yes, we are going to have a massive short covering rally, but we need to see it. We trade price, we don't trade opinions, we don't trade ideas, we trade price. So we wait for price. So far, inside day, on Apple, we need above 169 to fill the gap at 169.2. We have 170, 171, and from there we will evaluate if it fades or not. I'll be looking for other one, AMD. AMD yesterday, AMD, it was one of the names that I got calls. I was looking for a bounce. It worked not so well because I closed for small gains, very, very small gains, but still gains. And then when the stock was at 97, I said some swing longs at 97 versus yesterday lows 94. So it's working well. It $100 this morning. It has a gap to fill at $100.4. So $2-3 bounce from yesterday lows. If you got long yesterday on the alert, congratulations, trim some of the gains. But we are opening with a gap up to fill another gap. So which gap will get filled first? No clue, once again. So we have today gap 98.6, we have yesterday gap at $100. One thing is for sure, 99, $100 is a big level. So I will keep here a possible oversold bounce continuation. We are too much extended from downside. We are far from the 8 and 21 day moving average. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days with the stock going down. Same thing as Apple when the stock gone up 11 consecutive days. I said don't chase the move up because it can pull back. Same thing I say here. If you reverse this chart, exactly the same thing. You don't chase on the way down. You trim some of the gains and look for an oversold bounce. That's exactly what I'll be looking on AMD and some of the names. NVDA is exactly the same thing. It's opening with a gap up today, and it can fill the yesterday gap to 30. And we also have 223 today open gap. So exactly the same thing as AMD and many other names. You don't chase after. The time to enter was last week when I said it's time stamped on Twitter. If you're following on Twitter, you know that I said below 272, watch out for 260 or even lower. We break down here 272. It was before it broke down. So it broke 272 and hit 216 yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't chase day 5. On day 5, you trim your gains and look for an oversold bounce. That's exactly what we are seeing. Is the bottom in? No one has a clue. For the bottom to be in, we need more than just one day on the oversold mouse. We need to start filling some gaps. We need to go back above, wait for the 8 and 21 day moving average and staying above. We are below. So for now, I'm seeing this as an oversold bounce, and from there we will evaluate. We are too much extended from the 8 and 21 day moving average. So what I want to see, if it fills the gap at 230 and the gap at 223, what will happen after the market open? I'm expecting some gaps to get filled. Boeing yesterday, big move out of the gate, out of nowhere, big move here with a very nice volume pushing for 30-40 minutes, the first 30-40 minutes of the session, with some short covering rally. So far, keeping here the range between 173 180. Looking for possible inside action. Bears needs below 173 to try to go into 170 167. Bulls needs above 180 to try to fill the gap at 182.5. What is going to happen? No clue. Keeping on watch for now, okay? So keeping buying on watch. BABA, exactly the same thing. I said last week that once it broke down below 110, you should be looking for a move below $100. It happened yesterday, 99. What I say, on the way down, you trim your gains, you don't head to the shorts. So now what? Stock at 102. For the bull case, needs above 104 to try to go all the way into 107, 108. If it extends up above 108, can fill the gap at 110. Bears needs below yesterday lows, 99. So my key support 99. If it breaks down below, watch out, because it can go all the way into below $90. Something to keep on watch going forward. Facebook yesterday, Facebook gave me very nice cash flow for the downside. I basically played this move down on Facebook. It played well. Now what? It's higher this morning, gapping up a little bit above 220. I'll be looking if 220 is going to hold, okay? If 220 holds, we have 222. I will be a little more bullish if Facebook for some miracle goes above and stays above 225. Then it can fill the gap at 231. Otherwise, looking here for some possible inside action between 215 to 225, and from there we will evaluate. Bear case needs below 215 and below that 210. 205, $200 are some of the levels. We have a gap to fill at 192, so keeping for now the stock on watch. IWM also has been giving very nice cash flow on IWM. We have been generating very nice cash flow. One of the things that I was looking on IWM was to fill the gap at 195.7. Did not fill the gap. So they push it higher. Right now at 198. I want to see if they are able to push above 198, 199. 198, 199 is a big level, okay? Needs a move above $200 to try to go into 201 if extends $202 gap to fill. But that will be challenging. So I want to see if small caps are able to hold above 198 or if they are going to fade it. We have yesterday lows 195.8 and the gap to fill at 195.7. JP Morgan, it was a beautiful move from last week, reversal buy from 127, 128. That was the idea. It played well. It bounced 1, 2 on day 3 on the 8-day moving average. It stalled. So exactly what I usually say on day 3 is start looking to trim some of the other gains. It worked well. Now what? The stock needs to hold above 132.5 yesterday lows and need to go for the bull case, needs to go above 134.1 to try to go into 134.9 plus, and from there 136.5. If it breaks down below 132.5, watch out, 130 is the line in the sand in my opinion. Okay, so those are the levels that I'll be looking on the JP Morgan. Microsoft, big breakdown yesterday, okay, big move down, but exactly the same thing. Don't forget that the time to entry was here when it broke down last week below the 8-day moving average, close below 21. So the idea was pretty much below 310 you have $299, $300. It break down that, it hit 285. What you do is exactly the same thing that I keep saying. On the way down you trim some of your gains. So right now, kind of an inside action that I'll be looking. 285, 292, those are the levels. Looking here for some possible inside action. If it goes above 292.6, watch out for the gap to fill at 296.2 and 299, $300. That's the massive level. I will only be bullish if Microsoft goes back above $300. Can that happen? Anything can happen on this market. Am I expecting that? No, anytime soon, but it can happen, okay? Bears needs below 285 to push into the next level lower, below $280. That's one of the possible scenarios. NVDA, we already talked that, looking for the gap to fill, gaps 230 and 223 gaps to fill. The cubes also gapping up this morning above 345. I want to see if the stock is able to hold 346 to fill the gap at 348. Otherwise, we have today gap 345 and we have 340. That's the line in the sand. Same thing as I said on the rest. We are having an oversold bounce. Okay, we are below the 8 and 21 day moving average, but on day 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, okay, on this big move down, you don't head to the short. You trim some of the gains and look for that cat bounces. That's exactly what we are doing. A pause on these, and we will evaluate what the hell is going to happen next. So right now the stock 346 fading. Okay, some fading. I want to see if it holds above 345. If yes, can go and fill the gap at 348. If it breaks down below to 345, we have yesterday lows 340, and below that can get very, very ugly. So something to keep on watch. SPY. Exactly the same thing, gapping up a little bit above yesterday close. It's tricky, okay? This market is very tricky. That's why I've been saying, everyone, I keep cash overnight. What do I mean with that? It means that I don't have any risk exposure, either upside or downside. Why? Because I just don't want to get killed overnight on these big moves one way or the other. So overnight it was not easy. Why? SPY and the rest of the names pretty much closed at the end of at the lows of the day. So yesterday SPY closed at 439.97. It's up almost $4 this morning, so not easy, okay? So why bother with this? I'm staying open-minded for today, so I don't care if the market goes up, goes down, whatever. I want to look for opportunities intraday, looking for generating cash flow on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. That's what traders that trade for a living do, okay? So that's exactly what I'll be looking. We need to hold on SPY, we need to hold 443. That's a big level. If it holds and bounces, it can't fill the gap at 445.9. Otherwise, if it breaks down back below 443, we have 439, 440. And below that, yeah, it can go ugly. Can go all the way, why not? It can go all the way into 430. It can, but we need to break below and stay below yesterday lows. So far, it's not the case. So we wait to see. Tesla, it was the name that yesterday I was playing some calls. The idea was to go above above 1K, $1,000 on the stock. Close at the lows, not easy, and just to going above 1K this morning. So yeah, it worked well, but painful. Now what? Needs to hold 1K. 1K is the level, needs to go above 110 to try to fill the gap all the way into 1022. That will be the level. When I'll be bullish back on Tesla, just above 1040, okay? If it goes above 1040, then I'll be more bullish on the stock, looking for a gap fill at 1087. Don't forget that we shorted Tesla when last Tuesday, 1 week ago, on this reversal sell. We got put 1050 at $2.60. They gone all the way above $30. So big, more than 10 bagger. On the way down, it's not time to head to the shorts, okay? So that's why yesterday I was looking for some calls playing for the oversold bounce. Now we wait. Needs to hold for the bull case above 1K and try to, I will only be bullish if it goes above the 8 and 21 day moving average. Otherwise, if it goes back below 1K, it can roll over. Lots of room for downside. Same thing as the rest of the names after the massive run that we got from March, bull run. Lots of room for further pullback. Twitter, it will be also a focus. Yesterday, we also got very nice cash flow on Twitter. First thing in the morning, we tried some shorts. We locked very nice gains, but some minutes later, we saw some bull flow coming in. We closed the shorts and flip into some calls. Those worked well. I locked 80% gains. Happy to see that we are seeing some nice follow-through continuation. Needs above $48 to try to go into 48, 44. I will only be bullish on Twitter if it goes above 48, 44 Friday highs to try to go back into the $50 area. Otherwise, it can play here the range. We have 46.1, the first support. Below that, we have yesterday lows, and I'll be very bearish if it goes below yesterday lows, 44.7. For a move into 42.2, we have a gap to fill at 39.85. So something to keep on watch. Lots of rumors about Mr. Musk. So yeah, it can give some cash flow. Just don't be per anything looking for a move up or down or whatever. Wait and trade price. If price goes and stays above 48, 44, you look for a possible move back above 50. Otherwise, if not able, you look for a possible fade. 46 first support. Below that, yesterday lows is the key level. Okay. So going back into NASDAQ so far printing a bullish reversal candle. What I want to see if it's able to hold, this support line. If yes, we can try to go some more into the 8 and 21 day moving average. But once again, I'm dealing with this as an oversold bounce. I will only be bullish if NASDAQ push back above and stays above the 8 and 21 day moving average and start making higher highs, higher lows. So far, it's not the case. It's a low. We need, for a trend, we need more. We need start making higher highs, higher lows. That's why I'm saying I will only be very bullish if price goes back above Friday highs. Why? Because that's put price start making higher highs, higher lows and above the 8 and 21 day moving average, and that's bullish. Okay, so less than 10 minutes for the market to open. I would like to thank you all for watching the video. I'm doing this from Monday to Friday. Some people ask me, how can you be notified? You just subscribe to the channel, you give a like, you turn your notifications on, and you will be automatically notified on your email when I go live. So you click the link and you are already following the live session from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. briefing sharp, trying to help the traders community the best way possible. It's not easy to navigate this market, it's very hard, but if you have a trading plan, if you have your mindset ready for if then else scenario, if you have the levels, you know, you have better chance, higher chance to succeed on this market. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is help you, give you the levels that I'm doing on my own personal trading, and so that can help you make a decision. When you see the price hit, you take action. Okay, when you see supply zones, you sell it. When you see demand zones, support zones, you buy it, and you play against those levels. Okay, so with this said, time to go. Less than 9 minutes for the market to open. Good luck, guys. Stay safe. Bye bye. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Count with you. Bye bye. Thank you.